All right. Well, welcome back to Friendly Disagreements, the podcast where we say whatever we want, besides what gets us in trouble with our mom.
What do you guys think?
And here we are in the new setup.
New candle?
It's a feng shui thing.
What you know about candles? You don't know because you broke. Oh wait, we shouldn't say that.
I don't know what he's
I'm
talking
trying
about.
to be cool with the fans. Okay.
I mean, to be honest, I got this candle at the Dollar Tree for $1.
All right. What is it? Let me see what it is though. Luminescence vanilla. Vanilla.
Gotta get that vanilla vibes going.
I like it.
So yeah, this is a new setup. It was a process trying to get this setup. It's literally my room. That's what it is. Except we took the bed out, changed everything up,
The bed
and here
is
we are.
huge, by the way.
Yeah, the bed took up a good 75% of my room.
Jesus.
Maybe a little more. It was huge. So yeah, I took that out and turned my room into I don't like calling it an office. I call it a creative space. I feel like that's more fitting name for it.
Okay.
Because it's just where I come and create. It's my new creative space, and it's where we're going to record the podcast for now. So look at us being an official, semi-official podcast with a actual setup. Yeah, it's lit.
All done by him, by the way. Everything's done by him. All this stuff you see right now, all the equipment, this is thanks to this guy.
I told you I've been grinding on the side, not just a bum dropout. I do.
Speaking of dropouts, feel free to take a look at our
2 episodes ago.
2 episodes ago. Feel free to look at that one. Link in the description. That's how they do it? I don't know if they do it. That's how they do it? Link in the description.
Also, click the card up here.
And here.
Not here.
And here.
Up there.
And here.
No.
Look at it. Click on his face, too. See what happens.
There's nothing on my
You
face.
better edit. You better edit that. All right.
Yeah. And then next episode, the production quality is going to be even better because there's something else we're adding to the setup.
Top secret though.
It's a thing that I've been struggling with that makes this podcast a little less professional. But next week it's gonna be pretty great, pretty professional. Yeah. Like if we were a real podcast, which we are.
You just said semi-professional, and then real. Like I don't know. Do you not like the podcast? Is that what it is?
No, I think the podcast is great. Low key though.
What's up?
I think we need a name change.
What? I love friendly disagreements.
But see, like
we don't disagree.
Yeah, because Ariana's not here anymore, so we don't disagree enough.
She's the oil to our water.
There's not enough of that friendly disagreement to call it friendly disagreements. So I don't know. I feel like we need a name change.
Or we should talk about topics that are more, how do I say, we don't both agree on. Because we agree on a lot of things.
Yeah, but then that'd be hard to find those topics that we don't both agree on.
I could play devil's advocate. I mean, my name's Angel, but you know.
So yeah, I mean, maybe we'll look into a name change. If you guys have any suggestions on what we can name ourselves, give us some suggestions down below. Because friendly disagreements is not permanent. We talked about this in our first episode. I think it was literally something we came up on the spot, or something Ariana came up on the spot. She was blurting out names. And so we chose it because it fit. But now I feel like we need a name change, something more fitting.
Yeah.
So yeah, let us know down in the comments any suggestions you have on anything, not just our name, but anything else we could improve, because we here for you. We here to entertain you.
And to inform you.
Inform.
And persuade.
We're here for pie.
Pie.
Persuade, entertain. Wait.
You see what happens when you leave college for like one semester?
It's been 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Let me drink some water.
God damn it. PE and then what? Huh?
Let me restart.
Restart.
We're here for some pie. To persuade, inform, entertain.
It's about damn time. I'm kidding. All right.
Yeah, I mean, that was actually one of the name suggestions we had. We had pie. So who knows? That might be another option.
Let's try mine out. I forgot what mine was, but I
we
have
have
it
the
saved
list
in the
somewhere.
notes.
Yeah, we have a list somewhere. But we could always use more suggestions. But anyways, enough with the name. This is the new setup. More stuff coming. Like I said, started from the bottom. Now we're getting up there.
We're not here yet.
we're getting to the here part.
Yeah. Who knows? Yeah. We might get a different scented candle. Yeah. Why not? Right?
Yeah. Why not? Why just limit it to some vanilla? Why not have some chocolate? Spice it up.
That's what you thought? You thought chocolate?
Okay, I thought of vanilla, and then I thought of what's the opposite of vanilla? Chocolate.
Yeah, you're right. I was gonna say like something, I don't know, foresty, woodsy. But we'll talk about it.
It's not winter yet. Speaking of winter, though.
Link in the description. We're gonna have a poll for the next scented candle smell.
There is no poll.
Link in the description.
There is no poll.
Stay tuned.
There is no poll. Still look at the description, but there's no poll.
All right, link in the description. There's a new poll out there. Do you guys want a poll or not?
There's no poll. There's no. So yeah, the only issue with the setup is that it gets very warm in here, and because we need to fix the insulation in the roof, or not the roof, the attic, because it's just super hot when it's hot outside, and then when it's cold outside, it's super cold. But I'd rather have it super cold in here because you could wear hoodies, have a blanket. It's just so much easier. Right now, I just have the window open, and I can't turn on the fan because it's way too loud. So
it's all good though. We'll survive.
Yeah,
we're big boys.
Yeah, I mean I have a hoodie on anyways. That's just who I am.
Okay. I have a hat on, and it's not even outside. I mean, how much does that say for me? I like it.
Yeah. So there's the update. So the pop culture rundown.
You said that pretty sad. Like you wanna pep that up again? All right, let's try it again.
And now for the pop culture rundown.
And then sound effects.
Every time you say, I don't put sound effects in the video. I never do.
New poll, everyone. Link in the description. You guys want sound effects or not? Let us know.
If we ever get to a point where we make merch, I'm going to make a shirt that says new poll. Link in the description.
I would love that.
I mean, I'd wear it.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, back to pop culture. Let's. The past 2 weeks have been interesting, I guess. Actually, when was the last? Yeah, 2 weeks ago is when we recorded it last. Unfortunately, we lost another rapper, Mac Miller.
R.I.P. man.
Yeah, I saw Ugly God, lyrical genius Ugly God, tweet out that because Mac Miller dropped his album the same day Astroworld dropped, and people were like, not making fun of Mac Miller, but they were like, "Do you hear something?" Or like, "Now, or it's not your time, Chief, right now."
They're just trying to downplay.
Yeah, because he dropped it at the same time Astroworld dropped.
Yeah.
And Ugly God tweeted out that Mac Miller was looking at all these comments, and Mac Miller was like, if I were to die right now, like they wouldn't care or something like that. Yeah, that's
not
bad.
good.
That is bad.
And I can already feel like right now, like the conspiracy theories are already starting.
Yeah, someone I saw a conspiracy theory that because obviously they were putting the blame on Ariana Grande for some reason for giving him depression or whatever.
No.
That's just outrageous. But some crazy conspiracy theorists were like, yeah, Ariana Grande did do it. She like put a hit on him because apparently like they were cleaning Mac Miller's uh, his house after they found him they found him dead. They like cleaned up his house right away. I don't know where they heard that.
Yeah.
But some weird conspiracy theories already.
Yeah.
But yeah, unfortunately that happened, and like he was on drugs because of depression, and low key, like a big part of that depression was all this hate that he was getting from people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, um, I saw an interview with Russ yesterday. He was on the Breakfast Club, and it was a good way how he described it. He described it as our fans are trying, their fans are trying to have him have an elevated emotional state so that they can handle all this pressure, all this hate, but then they want to also have him like be on their level of emotionalness so that they can write good stuff, so that they can write relatable stuff, except you can't try and be both. Like they artists are human beings too, and they're basically when they get all this hate, they're getting bullied, online bullying, cyberbullying, and it's like times 10 because these people got way more haters coming at them than just like if it was a high school bully. Um, so it's an artist's life is hard. I wouldn't know anything about it, but from what I can see, it's hard. Having to deal with all this hate, um, it's not a good life.
It's definitely not good.
As we can see with another overdose of drugs.
I don't think toxicology results are in yet.
Yeah.
I think I read something that it takes like 46 weeks or something, so we're not too sure what actually happened to him, whether it was drugs or something else.
Yeah, it's not, like the CSI crime scene investigation shows where they got the test results right away.
Like the day after.
Yeah.
It's not like that.
Yeah. If only, but yeah.
So yeah, that they're still working on that, but R.I.P. man.
Yeah.
I don't want to say like this one was more of an impact. His death was more of an impact than Tentacion's, but I could definitely see like a similarity between them as they both benefited like financially after their deaths.
Yeah.
And also people came to realize how much of an impact they had on all of their lives, whether they listened to them, 1 week ago or 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And it's interesting because in my personal experience with Mac Miller, I've listened to him since I want to say in middle school. So his music has been with me since I knew Pythagorean theorem. So I mean, I don't know. It's just.
It just has a bigger impact.
I want to say it's a bigger impact because I've been with him longer, but I don't know. I don't want to be that person that compares.
Yeah.
But yeah, honestly, it hurt me a lot to hear that he passed away.
Yeah, it was and then also when J. Cole was here in Denver actually doing his show, he like talked about Mac Miller and he actually teared up a little.
He did. Yeah.
Because I mean, his whole J. Cole's last album was all about like kids on drugs, like KOD, kids on drugs, and like he was speaking out against drug use, and then this happens, and from what I see, like everyone that Mac Miller say that he was like such a great guy, and this and that. Like, he was always happy and stuff, but that hate gets to you. That cyberbullying gets to you, I guess.
Yeah. And speaking of J. Cole, like a lot of rappers and also like athletes like came out of nowhere and like paid their respects to him, like, you know, online or in private. But
Yeah.
one surprising one was Kendrick Lamar. Did you see that video? Yeah, Kendrick Lamar
Oh, wait,
made a statement about Mac Miller's death. I didn't watch the video yet, but it was interesting to hear that he said something about it. I think he was silent with Tentacion.
He probably. I don't remember him saying anything.
Yeah.
And then we hear from his mystery girlfriend,
Bro.
Miss Julia Cali.
I was like, that was his girl?
Yeah.
This guy.
Yeah. She posted text message back and forth. I saw it said May, so they had been dating for a while. Maybe since May.
Wait, this year, May?
Yeah. So okay, well, not a while, but they had been together. And then she posted a picture or a video of him playing the piano, and then another picture. He has his hand on her lap. So yeah, her Mac Miller's secret girlfriend came out. I mean, I can't even imagine
what she's going through.
Yeah.
Well, Ariana Grande is going through it too.
Yeah,
They've
unfortunately,
been together probably
Ariana.
longer, right?
What?
They've been together longer.
Yeah, they were together. I don't know, but they were together longer for sure. Yeah, she's going through it because they were together, but she's also going through it because of all this unnecessary hate that she's getting. Like, people blaming her.
Which is not fair at all.
No, it's not. Like, okay, yeah, he was probably sad after they broke up or whatever.
But who isn't sad?
Yeah. Like, everyone goes through a sad point after a breakup, but you can't. There's no way you can blame this on Ariana Grande. Like, that's just not fair.
But honestly, like, there's going to be someone that's just messed up to do it and start that, like, little, I want to say, what is it? Bandwagon.
Yeah, and then everyone just jumps on the bandwagon.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The bandwagon was heavy with Russ.
Yeah, that bandwagon is going away a little bit now.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was heavy with Russ, as we saw. But I mean, Russ is another artist who has talked against drugs. And then he gets hate when, like, first when Lil Peep passed away, Russ got hate because Russ was talking against drugs, which I don't get why J. Cole didn't get any hate when J. Cole's doing exactly the same thing, talking against drugs.
J. Cole, man.
J. Cole is J. Cole. Yeah, like, and then we got all these other SoundCloud rappers who glorify drug use, which is just, it's not how you do it. It's not. And then the majority of their listeners are young adults who are easily influenced.
Minds aren't completely developed, still learning a lot of things.
Yeah.
And those same, rappers, they're very, like, hypocritical about that topic, too.
Yeah.
I remember right after, the whole situation with Peep and X, I remember Lil Pump just saying, I'm not taking drugs anymore, I'm not taking Xanax.
Yeah.
Yada, yada, yada. And then you hear the next song. It's just, I don't understand.
Yeah, these rappers just, I mean, it's a trend to rap about drugs right now. And drug abuse. Because, like,
I guess harder drugs. It's been a trend, with drugs and alcohol and stuff. But, like, now it's just like, I take Xanax, every meal.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
And I mean, people take Xanax for, like, real life problems, like when they actually have depression, and, like, Xanax is a relaxer, I believe. And, like, they take it for, like, actual uses. And obviously those people, like, they're on the medication because they need it. But then these rappers talk about, like, using it for fun and overusing your medication, and that's just not the way to go about it.
Just glorifying drug abuse.
Yeah.
Which is stupid.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I mean, and like also, they are young adults too who aren't mature yet, or don't know much about the world. I mean, obviously they're our age, so we're in the same boat. But they they're eventually going to realize.
When you say that.
I know. That's why I had to say we're in the same boat. We're not that old.
All these young kids, these whippersnappers.
When our generation grows up, they're gonna be like, "Wow, we're wilding out."
Yeah.
Because it's not the way to go about glorifying drugs like that.
Yeah.
It's not. But then we hear Kanye, musical genius, like he respects and likes all these rappers. And I mean, to be fair, like, yeah, you can respect and like these rappers because like they did change the sound of rap. Whether you think it's for the better or for the worse, they changed it. And so there's some respect there, but then when they start about drug abuse, it's just nah.
Yeah.
And then Kanye makes a song with Lil Pump. Did you see the video for that?
I don't know if I want to talk about that yet. It's stupid yet creative.
It's
very creative, but I don't know what to say about it. They look like those Roblox.
They do.
Legos.
The funny thing is they premiered the video at the Pornhub awards. Yeah. First of all, I didn't know they had awards.
Yeah.
Like what? But they premiered the video at their awards.
I'm just think about like what categories there are. But let's not talk about it. Let's not talk about it. It's just stupid. I don't know why.
Anyways.
Why would they have that? I don't know.
I don't think I want to know.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's that. Also, you also at times like these, you see who the fake people are on the internet, who those keyboard warriors are, who those bandwagoners are, because those people are like the ones who they're like when Mac Miller dropped his album, they're like, who do y'all hear something? But then when he dies, they're the first person to be like, oh, R.I.P. Mac Miller.
Probably deleted their post about him.
Yeah.
Before. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, weren't you just saying like, who y'all hear something?
Yeah.
Like that's fake.
Just don't backtrack. Just like, I don't like negativity.
Yeah.
That shit stresses me out.
Like,
it's unnecessary.
They're just on the bandwagon of hate.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, artists have thick skin because they need to.
Yeah.
But everyone has a threshold. Everyone has a breaking point. And if y'all keep hating on this bandwagon, eventually one of those artists is gonna hit their breaking point, unfortunately.
But I'm not. I don't even know what to say about like with Mac Miller's situation. I don't know if it's like a suicide or like an accidental overdose.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But I mean, even if it was like an accidental overdose, like that means he was like taking a lot of this medication to get over his like depression or whatever he had, and I'm assuming a lot of it did come from the hate that he had been getting dropping his album with Astro Worlds or any hate he got before that. This world just is too negative nowadays. Social media does have a big impact on that because you get those keyboard warriors who online they're like typing all this negativity and like all this and that, but then in real life, like if you were to come up to them, they'd be like, "What are you talking about? I didn't say anything." Like that's fake. You can't put a different persona on for your online personality, but in person be like a different person, like completely different person.
Yeah.
Fake people. Can't deal with them. Yeah. So that happened.
Got me a little bummed out, by the way.
Let's say, let's go a different route.
Episode dead.
So another thing in pop culture, Russ dropped his album, Zoo, and it's fire.
I like it, man.
Yeah. There was this. I was telling Angel, there was this guy at work, and we were closing, so we were
call
all
his name
cleaning.
out. Yo, call him out, Isaiah. Yo, right now, call him out.
I'm not gonna call him out. You know, I'm mature. I ain't one of those keyboard warriors.
I'll call him out. George. Is that his name?
No. If you would have actually gotten his name, that would have been funny. But so we were closing, and he was like, "Oh, what are you listening to?" I was like, "Oh, Russ, the new album." He's like, "Oh, fuck Russ." And I was like, "What? What you mean?"
Yeah.
He's like, "Even though I've never heard a song of him, fuck Russ." I was like, "What? Are you for real right now? Like, what?" So I'm like, "Okay, play a Russ song right now. Play, I don't know what he played." And he was like listening to it. 5 minutes, he comes back. He's like, "Yo, that was lit." I was like,
surprised he wasn't crying or something.
Well, a little later, because
the
the rest of the night he was playing. He was listening to Russ, and then "Losing Control" comes on, and "Losing Control" is one of his sad boy songs. And he comes back. He's like, "I need to change the song. Like, Juice WRLD makes me fake cry, but this song's about to make me real cry."
Juice WRLD, I'm dead.
Yeah, that's what he said. I was like, okay. And so he's been listening to Russ ever since.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, I put you on Russ when you were on the bandwagon of I hate Russ, Russ takes an L, all that. It's a trend.
You put him on? No.
I put him on.
Now, I've said this before, but Russ, I think you owe Isaiah some money. This guy's putting people on your happy train. And he looks like you. He dedicated his whole, what is it? I want to say, how long have you had this look? 2 years?
Since the start of college, so
Since the
2
beginning
years.
of college. This guy's dedicated.
Also, I started listening to Russ before people told me I looked like him. I don't even remember who was the first person to tell me I look like Russ, but I listened to him before that, and then I started getting these people that, "Oh, you look like Russ." I was like, "Thanks," because apparently I look like Russ. I'm fine with that though. Oh, completely side note. For some reason, I just remembered these pictures right here. I took them.
Oh my God. You don't want to, I don't know why you put it here, like, in this, like, time during the podcast.
For some reason, I just remembered right now.
I'll let everyone have a look. I have one behind me too.
You know, we don't need to go out and buy some pictures. I'll just make them my own.
Yeah.
But we still got the no parking.
Makes sense. Because you can't park.
Yeah.
Can't park here.
No parking zone. But anyways, I don't know why I just thought of that. But anyways, back to Russ. Yeah, so his album dropped. It's fire. It dropped at the same day that some stuff was happening with this girl I was talking to. So it was relatable, which is
you're
why...
really intimate right now with this podcast.
I'm trying... You feel me, right? You feel me. I'm trying to relate to them.
Okay, I want to pick up the camera.
You said that last episode too?
Yeah. I might do it one of these days. I'm not going to lie. Like, one day I'm not going to have enough sleep one day, and I'm just going to be like, I don't care about anything. Pick it up during the podcast. We'll see, though.
So, yeah, it was relatable. And we've talked about this time and time again.
Yeah.
If it's relatable... if you can be relatable, people will like it way more. And that's probably why I like this album. It's fire. I got the hard copy because I got tickets for his concert, and you get the hard copy when you buy a ticket. So I got the hard copy. It's lit. It's Flames.
I'm a fan.
And then Logic is dropping his album, I believe.
No,
What's today? Thursday? So tonight. Or wait, who's dropping an album?
Is it Lil Pump?
Oh, Lil Pump. That's right.
Whoever dropped
Except I think Lil Pump's gonna drop next week, and then Logic's dropping tonight. Or it might be the other way around.
September 14th.
That's tomorrow.
Yeah, that's Logic. I want to say it's Lil Pump.
So we gotta wait another week for more lyrical genius.
We'll see.
So yeah, they're dropping albums. September is so far fire with music.
That's cool.
Despite everything else that's happened in September.
Yeah.
You know those birds that that movie Rio was based on? That bluebird. That I forget what the bird's called.
Parrot or something.
It's something like that.
Toucan.
It's no, it's definitely not a toucan. It's all blue, and it's not a bluebird.
Isn't Toucan Sam blue?
No, he's black, and then he has like a colored beak.
You mean to tell me Toucan Sam is black with a colored beak?
Yeah, because that's what toucans look like.
Talking about Toucan Sam in Fruit Loops.
And he's a toucan, and toucans in real life are black with a colored beak.
Link in the description, guys. We're gonna have real life pictures of toucans, and you're gonna tell us which one do you like. All right.
So yeah, you just made me lose my train of thought.
It's what I do, man. Part time.
Oh yeah, so that bird just went extinct.
Oh, you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, come on, man. You gotta be kidding me, man. Are you serious?
Yes.
Hold on.
So yeah, September's starting off for
Horrible.
yeah.
September's horrible.
Yeah. Cardi B and Nicki Minaj got in a fight or fight.
Altercation.
Yeah. Someone threw a shoe at someone.
Yeah.
And that's like all that happened. I don't know whose side to be on in that altercation right there.
I'd say Cardi B's, cause
I feel like Cardi B is actually more ghetto and more hard than Nicki is. So like in the actual fight, I feel like Cardi B would win.
yeah, ghetto girls could get knocked down too.
I mean,
I've seen
true.
a couple, but like I think in Cardi B defense, she was saying how Nicki Minaj was trying to like sabotage her career by telling all of the other artists to like not mess with Cardi B and not feature with her. And I think there were like 1 or 2 times where she talked about Nicki Minaj talking shit about her baby, which doesn't, I don't know. So yeah, she was talking stuff about her baby, and so she called her out on it. I don't know the whole situation. I don't think a lot of people do, but
Yeah.
it's just stupid. I hate. I don't even want to talk about it, but yeah.
That's funny. So yeah, September is wild and out right now.
Yeah, I hope October treats us better.
Yeah. I mean, October, fall starts in October. Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Or is it in September? I don't know my seasons, but you know, that brings around the cold weather. And cold weather is so much better than warm weather.
I love it. I love the winter.
Yeah.
And fall.
Yeah.
Winter
Especially,
more.
I saw a picture today of like a snowy landscape and a model, and I was like, I cannot wait to take pictures in the snow.
Who you gonna get that's gonna freeze your ass? You're gonna be warmed up, like fur on top of fur or something. I don't know.
I'll find someone. Someone you'll be surprised. Models are very like if you come up with a great idea, they'll be like, hell yeah, I'm down for that. Let's do it.
I can see that.
Because they want some. Because if they think they're gonna get some fire pics, then they'll do it. Because they want some fire pics. They need some fire pics.
Yeah.
And I deliver fire picks.
He does. He does. This guy, he dabbles in picks that are very fiery.
I dabble a little.
He dabbles a lot, actually. That's his full-time job, to be honest with you.
I make people float. Did you see
Mm.
that? That post I posted yesterday?
Yeah.
I make people float.
Link in the description. Link in the description.
There actually will be a link.
Isaiah's Instagram. Look at his most. Was it recent?
Yeah. Actually, well, by the time this is posted, it's probably 7 pictures back.
7 pictures back, but just look for a floating guy in one of his posts. Yeah.
You'll see him. It's pretty lit. And then I'm going to post my LA pictures soon. All right, I started posting some of them, and I'm going to post more. It's just lit. I'm on the come up.
I'm on those New Mexico pictures.
Those will be coming. So I kind of have a schedule. The next 3 are going to be LA pictures, and then the 3 after that are probably going to be New Mexico pictures.
Okay.
They're probably going to be the Polaroids, and then the next 3 are going to be model pictures, and then the next 3 are going to be New Mexico again, but the white sand pictures.
Gotcha.
Probably like some, I don't know, group pictures maybe or something.
Yeah.
I took some pictures of the sunset too, because it was a lit sunset, and then my little edits spiced it up a little. Just a little spice right there.
A little ding ding ding. Yeah.
A little spice and spice and everything nice. No, what is it? The Powder Puff Girls.
Powerpuff.
Powerpuff.
Sugar, spice, and everything nice.
A little sugar, a little spice, and everything nice.
I hope you edit that to make it like smooth. To make a smooth transition. I'm actually adding a lot of work for you right now, honestly.
And I'm not gonna do any of these transitions.
Yes, you will. I will see your face as something people could click on. Okay.
It's not gonna happen. Because I don't want to make all these extra edits, because for the people who only listen to the podcast, they don't get to see the edits, those little spicy edits that I could add.
You know those tens of people want to see those interesting, and they could hear the sound effects too, like special effects.
Okay, if I were to add sound effects.
Like when you did that, it's like I don't know. I'm not good at voicing sound effects.
I'm just gonna use that little whatever noise you just made.
No. God damn it. Okay, that's fine.
Oh yeah, for the people who are only listening to this, the audio should be a little bit better because we're in a smaller room, and it's also carpeted. So in theory, the audio should be better. But as I said in the beginning, more things to come.
Soon come.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that's all that's happening in pop culture currently for the past 2 weeks.
Yeah.
September, just a summary. September is just, it's not going good.
No, I mean football season's starting. That's a good thing. But besides that,
If you're a football fan.
Yeah. Don't you like the 49ers?
I mean, like, I like them, but like, I don't watch football enough to say anything about it.
I feel you.
The only reason I like the 49ers is because my dad is a big fan of the 49ers, so I became a fan of the 49ers.
Yeah.
But I haven't watched like a football season like that in a couple years now. I'm more of a hockey guy, you know.
Yeah.
You know, a real
Which is
sport.
surprising. I would have never thought that you like hockey. But
Hockey is lit. It's a real sport. They actually exercise, unlike football.
I'm gonna let you know this now. I have never seen a hockey workout my entire life. House of Highlights doesn't post jack about hockey workouts.
You know, if they
do trick shots.
They must, there has to be something wrong if they post more of their football workouts than of football games. There's something wrong there. There's something.
I want to say they do more football games. Friendly disagreements, everyone. I want to say that football is very... I mean, the season's short, by the way. But like
Yeah, they play one game a week.
2 sometimes. But a lot of like the stuff they do on and off the field is on social media.
Okay, well,
I've never seen a huge hockey player, do something, I don't know.
well,
funny or
you just
entertaining.
aren't looking in the right places.
I watch House of Highlights all the time. They
Okay,
talk
but
about soccer. They even do tennis more than hockey. What does
it's
that
because
say
there's
about
not
the
hockey
sport?
season yet.
There's not hockey season?
No, not yet. It's
See,
starting in
I don't know when the
October.
hockey season is.
October, I know.
October?
Yes.
I'll look at October.
But football, they did a not a test. They did a study, I guess. Football players are only on the field in professional football.
Oh, yeah.
Are only on the field for a total of 14 actual playing minutes.
Yeah.
14. 1-4 out of their 60-minute game.
7 times 2.
7 plus 7.
14 minus 1 plus 1.
14. Out of their 60-minute game. Like, that's one less than 25%. What? So 24.5 or something like that.
Yeah.
But that's, come on now. Hockey players, on the other hand, are on the rink a lot more. It's also a 60-minute game. They have 15-minute periods. Wait, no, they have 20-minute periods because 3 times 20 is 60. Math. And they're on the rink, the ice rink, a lot more. And an argument someone gave is that when those 14 minutes, the football player is like really like putting all his effort into it, like max power. But hockey players, they're on the rink for like a minute at a time, and then they switch lines, and then they're a minute at a time, and then they switch lines. So for that minute, they're going full power too. Like, and then they're hitting people, shoulder checking. They're up against the glass. They're skating back and forth.
They're what again?
Up against the glass.
Oh, no, what are they doing back and forth?
Skating.
Okay.
They're skating back and forth in the ice rink. It's just constant action.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say about that.
Some of which, I don't know, old people might like. I don't know. I don't know. It's just a quick thought. I don't know. It just.
Okay, what sport?
Let me know when
sport?
Ovechkin does a one-handed touchdown, freaking. Oh my God! One-handed touchdown catch to the end zone.
Okay, well,
to win the
I'll
game.
let you know that when Ovechkin won his first Stanley Cup last year with this team he's been on the whole time, one of the best moments in hockey history. When he held up that Stanley Cup for the first time ever in his hockey career, like he's going to retire soon. One of the best moments ever. Shout out Ovechkin. But, and then also, they were playing against, in the finals, they were playing against a team that was their inaugural season, the Las Vegas Knights.
What does that mean?
Their first ever season.
Ever?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they went all the way to the Stanley Cup Finals.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they were good. Mostly because of how the team was picked. The owner got to choose from all teams, like players. Not like, and then the team got like a set number of players like they can't choose from.
Oh, okay.
But the rest was like they could choose whoever. But
what team was that again?
The Las Vegas Knights.
Okay.
First season ever. They make it to the finals, and if they would have won, they would have been the first team in hockey history to win the Stanley Cup in their inaugural season. So this was a crazy finals. First team to make it to the finals and almost win the Stanley Cup on their first year versus a team that hasn't won the Cup in forever, and their captain, Alex Ovechkin, has never won the Cup, and he's such a great player. And then boom, Alex Ovechkin and the Capitals win, and it was just a great time. Great time in hockey. So we have moments. We have great moments.
That's a great moment. I don't know how many people saw that, but that's a great moment.
You know, football isn't the biggest sport out there.
In the U.S., it is.
In one country and
Soccer's the best.
Soccer is the most
most
watched
famous.
sport in all the world.
Hockey was probably like the last three. Basketball is bigger than hockey.
I would not put in the last three.
I wouldn't say last three.
I'm gonna say
low key like croquet.
Nah.
Badminton.
Nah.
All right, I'm gonna be nice. All right, I'm gonna croquet, badminton,
Nah.
top four. Curling, and then hockey.
I don't think you realize how big hockey is in like European countries.
I guess Russia and Canada. I don't know.
I'm gonna put it like soccer. I don't even know if football's second.
No. In the world, no.
Yeah. And then what other big sports like?
Cricket.
No.
It's a big European one.
No.
Yeah.
Basketball, and then hockey is up there, right next to basketball.
I know this guy did not just. You mean to tell me? I don't know anymore. In those third world countries that where all they have is just like, I don't know, a trash bag, you think they're gonna play hockey with that?
They can play street hockey. They don't need an ice rink.
Nah, they're gonna nah. Basketball's so much easier. You just get a ball, throw it in something. That's about it.
Okay, but you actually gotta find the ball.
Hockey, you gotta get like, wait, is there like hockey you can play with just running?
Yeah, like
That's
street hockey.
Street hockey, that's so not popular.
Just it's alright if you're a hater, but just know.
If I see someone doing street hockey, I'm gonna push him down in the streets.
If they're playing street hockey, they can probably push you back down.
I don't think so. I don't think so. Where's your stick? Oh, period's over. This is whatever, bro. Come on.
At least we're on the field longer than 14 minutes.
Yeah, that's true.
Just saying.
There's a lot of unnecessary energy you guys gotta expend for a sport that's not as famous. All right. I gotta stop bashing hockey. Whew. Those guys are pretty tough.
They get in actual fights.
Yeah.
One sport where they're
fights.
actually allowed to get in fights.
Go ham, yeah.
I mean,
I
in other
guess
sports.
UFC, MMA, but
like, obviously.
Like a professional,
Like that's the
very,
only
very
sport
organized.
where they're allowed to fight when it's not a fighting sport.
Gotcha.
Because I mean, yeah, you can fight in football. Yeah, you can fight in baseball. Baseball fights are crazy, actually.
It's funny how everyone leaves the dugout.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, you can fight, but then you'll get in trouble because you're not supposed to. Hockey, you can fight. I mean, depending on what you do, you might still get in trouble, but you can fight.
So non-contact, or non-contact? What? No, what do you call it? Non-combat? Would you say that?
I don't know about that.
How to properly say those sports that aren't like MMA, UFC, or boxing.
I
want to say non-combat.
Or just, I guess.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it does. But yeah, so for those sports that aren't non-combat, hockey is the only one where you can actually are allowed to fight. And the only way the fight stops is if you guys you end up on the floor. Because
really?
they won't allow you to keep fighting if you end up on the floor.
Isn't there like a time limit though? Like, what if you stand up for like 10 minutes? They had to let it go. Like, they have to keep it
I don't
going?
think anyone can, because I mean, you gotta remember they're on skates.
So they have to, like, it's much easier for them to fall.
Well, yeah, like you're swinging and your momentum, you're on skates, and it's yeah.
That's a funny rule. Until you fall, we're gonna let it happen.
I mean, there might be a little more to that rule, but from what I remember, that like if you guys end up on the ground, that's when they stop it.
Gotcha.
They don't allow you to keep fighting when you're on the ground.
Yeah.
But yeah, they be hitting, and then they have their helmet on. Sometimes they just hit the helmet until the helmet comes off. It's hockey fights are intense, and then when you see, you've never been to a hockey game in person.
Never, 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 never.
The energy in the building inside a hockey game,
Electrifying.
electrifying.
Yeah.
Like way more electrifying than any sport I've seen in real life, or like been to a professional game. Like I've been to a professional soccer game, I've been to a professional basketball game, I think I've been to a professional football game.
Like a Broncos game or something. I've never been to one. I've only, actually, my entire life, I've only been to one basketball game and one Little League baseball game. That was about it. Shout out Little League. You guys are the real MVP. But yeah. So I can't even speak much about, how crowds are different. I guess they might be going crazy in like MMA or something. Or, because they're like crazy fans. Yeah. But I don't know anything about hockey.
Yeah. And then the other day I was at a professional baseball game. That was the closest I've ever been to.
I've been to a professional baseball game too. All right, continue.
That's also because Rockies tickets are very cheap.
Especially in the nosebleeds.
Yeah. Literally like a few dollars to sit in the nosebleeds. Because the Rockies haven't been popping for a while.
Yeah.
But I think this season we kind of had a good season. I don't know our record. I don't know if we're like going to make it to the playoffs or whatever.
Yeah.
But I think it was back when we were in maybe 5th grade, I want to say. The Rockies made it to the World Series. And we called it Rocktober because that's when the World Series happens.
October, I love that.
Because that's when the World Series happens in October. And we were in the World Series. And I'm pretty sure we got swept, but
didn't they won the American League or something, or what league are we in? It's like American and then National or something.
Yeah, I think we're in National. I don't know. But yeah, since then we haven't been really popping since Rocktober.
Yeah.
Of whatever year that was.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Maybe 2008. I don't know.
Something like that. It's been a minute.
So I remember 5th grade we watched like Obama's inauguration or something.
Was that 5th grade?
Might have been 5th grade or 4th grade. 5th grade, I want to say.
I think it actually was 5th grade.
So it might have been 2008.
Yeah. Oh. Wow, what a time that was.
Everything was much more simpler back then.
Yeah.
Which I very much appreciated.
Yeah. What a time. How time flies. Speaking of time, I think it's going to wrap up this episode. Talked about a lot of random stuff this episode.
Yeah, I mean, but, I like it.
Yeah. Hope you guys liked the new setup. Get used to it, because this is our permanent setup for now.
It's pretty nice.
Yeah.
I like it.
And surprisingly, it actually didn't get too hot in here. And next episode, it will be even better. And like we said last episode, we're trying to get some people on here to get more conversations going. We have a couple of people in mind that we're friends with who are great with conversation.
I'm not saying I'm not great. I mean, I'm horrible at conversation, but I know some people
to add to the conversation, to spice it up. The little.
I got you some extra, Isaiah. Some extra sound effects from moi. It's okay.
So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I hope you guys enjoy the new setup.
Mm.
Give us suggestions for a name change if we do decide to change our name. And any other suggestions you guys have. Like I said, will also ask us questions. Um, you know, those 7 subscribers, I want 7 questions in the comments below.
Jesus, yeah.
Just saying.
7 likes too.
That'd help too. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. As always, I'm your host, Isaiah Sevis, with my co-host, Angel Serafo. And we will see you on the next one. Peace.
I'm kidding.